I have never gotten to use it.
No.
It's the only thing you gave me that I can use whatever the fuck I want.
I know. Yeah. No, that's
Smart.
perfect.
Maybe it would look like he's lifting up a seashell to listen to the ocean. That's pirate-like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Behavior.
I mean, it's kind of a crystal ball, so it looks more like you're casting a weird spell.
I want to.
Admiring some spoils from plunder. Yeah.
Well, okay, listen, it's
Ooh.
fine. Okay, I'm admiring
Yeah.
it. I'm looking at it like
Yeah.
I want to know what I'm doing, but I want to look at it like a crazy person. Like,
Yeah.
oh.
That's okay, perfect. You're looking at this like some crazy piece of treasure. You look into it and suddenly your vision is do you want to be through Big Boss's ears and eyes or the
Yes.
other guy? Okay, yeah. What you hear in your left ear is you hear Monsieur Big Boss, I think perhaps it is time you went to bed. I think you have had enough drink for tonight. And the tone is sharp. And you can see Big Boss kind of look longingly at Slump and kind of with a grimace look at Bald Man McTwistybeard. And then kind of like look all dejected and sad. And he kind of looks up at you, Slump. He says, I gotta go sleep it off. I'm feeling kind of fucked up.
I wanna try to roll for one more thing that Slump can try to do, unless
Yep.
someone can pry him away from the grips of old fucking McBaldy Beardy.
I'm trying.
And that
trying. Give me a second.
Slump will, and maybe I can roll to see how convincing this is. But I want Slump to look at Big Boss, and with as much as Slump can muster, which probably is not super great, given that Slump has the emotional depth of a piece of toast. I want Slump to try to convey the emotions of like suit yourself, but also disappointment.
Okay,
and say,
Oh, leaving port tomorrow. No plans to return, so
and sort of like shrug disappointedly and keep walking towards the door.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. When that happens, I want to. Oh boy! Oh, son of a bitch! Oh my god! It's like nothing I can think of here. I'm like I'm going through all my spells. Like, can I use this? Can I use that? Can I use this? Can I use that? Can I use this?
What if we cast fear on something to get the bearded guy afraid of something, and then he runs away?
Okay, so I don't know if this will work. I'm gonna. Okay, so you said Okay, so you said neither one of them had magic, right?
That's right. Yeah, no, neither one can use magic.
Okay, in that case, I want. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. I want to cast Contagion. Choose a creature you see. Until the end of this spell, the target suffers from a disease of your choice.
Oh my god.
I want to put him to sleep. I want to give him narcolepsy.
Which one?
Mustache Man. I
my god!
I just want to put him to sleep. I want him to just sit down and go to sleep and let Big Boss let his lust take over.
Is that?
Oh, I don't.
Why? What's up?
I tried that earlier in the campaign, and it didn't work because it wasn't a disease kind of thing.
Oh, okay. What kind? Is there like a list I have to?
I know.
I
I
know,
thought we
right?
looked
That's
up a
where I
list of
got
diseases.
to.
Yeah.
Not a great one as far as I could find. It was all like, yeah, it's tough because it's like fantasy diseases within Dungeon World.
I know, because that's just it. When I said no before, it was because I had the belief that, and I think this is true. I think I looked it up, and I think there are like diseases. All right, now I gotta look it up.
I love it if it's different. If we want to
the last thing I remember looking up was when we had to look up the difference between flesh and something else.
Diseases. Look at this. Diseases Dungeon World Wiki.
Okay, here we go.
Disease is covered by the sick debility without a move to resist it. Diseases in general don't get a lot of coverage in the core book. Magical diseases, inflicting magical diseases via bite or touch. Resist disease, example diseases, blood rot, weir rat fever. Interesting. Root spell will prevent characters from contracting any mundane illness or disease from something they eat or drink. I think because we kind of had like narcolepsy is like a condition, right? Like you can't spread narcolepsy.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
contagion. Okay.
Right? Like it's just I totally get it, and I understand that by our modern definitions, narcolepsy is a disease, but I think in the way that the fantasy systems work, I think disease refers more to like a catchable illness kind of thing.
Okay. In that case, I won't do that. I will approach Mustache Man.
Okay.
And I will. Oh boy, this is like risking it for the biscuit right now. Let's do it. Okay. I want to. No magical ability, so I want to first approach him after I hear him say like, "Monsieur, it's time to go to bed, huh?"
Yeah.
I want to approach him, and I want to say, first. Oh man. I will use I am the law, and I'll try to persuade it a little bit rather than giving it an order, but I want to use I am the law.
Okay.
Say, why not let our new friend why not let Big Boss's new friend escort him home?
Okay, so read me I am the law.
When you give an NPC an order based on your divine authority, roll charisma. On a 7+, they choose do what you say, back away cautiously, then flee, or attack me. On a 10+, they do wait. On a 10+, you also take a +4 against them. On a miss, they do as they please.
Okay. So, and the exact words you are choosing to say
are okay, I feel like you're gonna make this a boss level. Okay, can I double down?
Please do, but know that I'm not gonna let certain things. You're playing fast and loose. You're playing fucking risk it for the biscuit. So I'm gonna have to.
I right? Look at the rest of the party, and what are your thoughts on this?
What are your exact words that you're gonna be saying?
I'm essentially gonna say, let you escort him home.
Why not? Whoa. Well, I mean, you're so good with the gab. Why not try to word it something more like, "Hey, Big Boss has had a hard quarter. Why not let him have some fun for once?" Something that perhaps a less savvy ship goer might say, like, come on, give him rather than like, why don't you let him take him home, evil guy eyes.
Okay, no, here's what I want to do. You're so fucking right. I want to walk up to Big Boss, and I want to say to Big Boss, go have some fun, boss. You've earned it.
Nice.
You have lots to go with Rick. Yeah.
And then after I say that, I'm gonna cast Hold Person on Mustache Man.
Oh my god!
So he can't stop it.
What happens when we leave the basement? Isn't he gonna go, holy shit, he cast a fucking spell on me? Oh my god, stop them right now.
Well, I mean, hopefully we've got off the island by then, Slump. I guess that part's up to you.
Oh my god.
Should I do that? Should I not do that?
That is true. That is, I mean, that's basically, if you can convince Baldy or if you can convince Big Boss, then we're okay. The saying that in the whole person may work, but then the deadline has been accelerated. We gotta
What
go.
The hold person also doesn't stop him from yelling or.
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
think,
you're
like,
right.
maybe he'll follow us out too. You know what I mean? Could always stop him later on. Either way, we're all going out that.
All right,
that
fine.
door.
Fuck it. I'll just say to Big Boss, go have some fun. You've earned it. But I'm using I am the law. I'm trying to use my ability.
He's the big boss. He could tell his bodyguard to fuck off and let him
Yeah.
have fun.
Okay. Roll your I am the law.
Oh god. Oh boy. All right, we've had some shitty rolls today. Wish
We
me
have.
luck, boy.
Come on.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
So on a 7+, they can choose to do one of those things.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm pretty safe. I don't think he's gonna run. I don't think he's gonna attack me for it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Then I think you kind of say this to him, and Baldy kind of like looks at you with a bit of a sneer, like nice try. And then Big Boss kind of looks over to him and says, "Hey, he's got a good point. It's been a lot with the looting and the crystals and the, can I just go a couple hours, kind of fuck around or whatever?" And Baldy kind of looks at him, kind of mortified, and he's like, "Monsieur Big Boss, you said I am to look after you when you have been drinking, and I think this is very irresponsible. They're leaving the bunker. You should stay here." And Big Boss kind of pushes him a little bit, and kind of starts kind of very slowly shuffling towards the exits, and you see Baldy kind of like huff and just start following him. And Big Boss does start to leave the bunker.
Fantastic.
Basically, unless anybody's gonna stop him. So Slump, you're going up the stairs and out of the bunker.
Bingo.
Yep. Big Boss is going upstairs and out of the bunker, and Baldy is also going upstairs and out of the bunker.
maybe we just bring Baldy.
Just bring Baldy too.
It's a free party member.
Okay. And you guys leave the din of the bunker, the heart of the wind island of the Djibouti doubloons. The music leaves you as you step out into the cool night air. The salty, cool breeze is blowing through the trees. It is unbelievably refreshing out here after being in that
Compared to the
stinky,
stink, yeah.
sweaty, hot, stuffy basement. And Walter is completely passed out, drooling, alive and breathing,
Okay.
but definitely snoring loudly, with one eye open looking at the door.
As long as he's still watching the door. I mean, that's good.
Exactly. He's still technically watching the door, but he is asleep. And you guys kind of get out into the trees, and Big Boss kind of looks at you, Slump, and says, "So where are we going? I don't go on the boats anymore. I mean, most of the stuff's downstairs. What are we doing out here? You want to go play in the sand or something?"
Can Slump just turn around? Like, it's clear to Big Boss that Slump has heard what was being said. Can Slump just grab his hand and start walking slightly faster? Not in like a I'm escorting you way, but like a come with me, this is an adventure and I'm being mysterious kind of way.
Yeah, he's all fucked up on for sure plans. So like when you grab his hand, kind of he's like, and Baldy's like kind of huffing, kind of like trying to just keeping pace, kind of thing.
Oh God. Okay. Oh Jesus. I'm preparing something bad. I'm preparing something real bad. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. So it's nighttime, right?
Yeah.
Okay, when we're in the forest, how likely is it, based on what we know of like the island from what we've seen and all the rest, how likely is it that someone will be coming along the path and may come across us? If we were, say, 10, 20, 30, 40 meters off the path into the woods, how likely is it that someone would see us?
That far into the woods? Pretty unlikely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Slump would do that. Slump would be like taking Big Boss like in the woods, not like creepily, but kind of like skipping and like looking back at him with a wry grin on his face.
And this guy's like as tall as you are, man. This guy's fucking huge.
I can't get over the mental image of someone like Slump leading someone like fucking Captain Hook.
Yeah.
Woods
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Hat and his big fancy wig.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So because. Now, I'll let you know what I want to do, and then I'll ask a clarifying question.
Yeah.
What I want to do is be skipping along until Slump is pretty sure that we're pretty well out of the line of sight of the path.
Yeah.
And then crush Baldy's fucking skull and cast Evil Eye on Big Boss Louisiana so that he can't move or do anything.
Oh my God.
So the clarifying question is, I want to know if I can roll plus anything to like determine if that guy's like what are the risks of that going wrong on Baldy, in the sense of, can I use any of my spell breaking like background to determine how likely he is to get the drop on me, or to like to react in a magical way if I try to grab his fucking head to crush it.
He has no magic.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, he has no magic.
Oh boy. Oh man, did Slump go right for the kill, or did Slump try to like break his back or something, like a glow?
Am I within line of sight of them at least? Like, have I been following from a distance?
Yeah, no, you guys are all kind of with them.
Oh, okay. In that case, the moment.
Well, no, sorry, you're not. No, sorry, you. That would be weird for you to be with them. They're probably very quickly leaving line of sight.
Got you. And is Mustache Man like right by them?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I catch up. I would say, come on, wait, I catch up. It's Slump. It's Slump. It's Slump. Hurry up.
Okay, yeah.
So my goal is going to be to not lose line of sight of them, because I will probably have to cast hold on one of them.
Yeah, can we get Baldy's attention somehow? Maybe someone has a question, or I could just say I'm not a yo-ho boy aloud, really loudly. That would get attention. I asked my party, what if I just said?
No.
Okay, so not that.
No, not that. We're like by ourselves. No, there's no one around. It's fine.
It's perfect then, because then only Baldy will be worried about it.
Well, I imagine like in something like this, I mean, it's a good idea, but he's probably more concerned about his charge.
That's true.
Well, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder, does Slump get the impression that like up until now anyways, the party has been like matching our path?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wonder if Slump should just turn around while holding Big Boss's hand and cast Evil Eye on Baldy. Just stand there staring at him, saying nothing.
Or
Big Boss is holding Slump's hand. Hello.
Leave us alone. Do you have to say anything? Can you say we want some private time?
No, Slump literally can't do anything.
if I may propose, why not make it a threesome? Get him in close enough, then pop his head and do the evil eye thing.
Aw.
What do you mean? Cast Evil Eye on Baldy and then pop his head?
You use the proposition, or you try to convince the captain to make it a threesome, so that way the guard has to get close to you, and then when he gets close to you, surprise, pop Evil Eye on the person we want to take, and you pop Mustachio dude down.
We do kill the guy.
I'm just using the pretense of a more than one tango to get him close.
I think Slump would probably go for the original plan, which is wait until they're off the beaten path and then turn around and crush crush Twisty Beard's fucking skull while trying his best to maintain eye contact with Big Boss so that he can cast Evil Eye right away.
We're messed up, man. It's a really messed up thing to do.
Okay. I mean, yeah, he's very wary.
Okay.
Mustachioed man.
Okay.
So like he's got an eye out this whole time. He's frustrated kind of thing.
Sure.
So I think roll plus dexterity, and it'll be a roll against him. He's not very dexterous.
Well, the way my dice have been going tonight,
I think this is to get the draw. This is not to succeed or fail. Killing him. This is whether or not you can get him before he does something back kind of thing. So he rolls. Ooh. Okay. Yep. And I don't think you need to do a strength check. So I think basically, you're kind of running through the woods. You do kind of a quick 180, just kind of smash his head against a tree. And boom, he's completely dead immediately. Go ahead and roll the evil eye for Big Boss.
Fuck. Okay, let's see. Plus charisma. Oh my fucking god. Well,
is there anything that you can do?
Can I hold person immediately on Big Boss?
Okay, so what happens with a fail on Evil Eye?
I think
you're the biggest threat. I think you're just the biggest threat immediately.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So I think do you have to roll for hold person, Galdric? I'm pretty sure you gotta roll something. It's a cleric spell, right?
It's a cleric spell, so I have to do
You have to roll plus wisdom to see if you can cast the spell.
Why wisdom hates me this fucking go around. Okay, never mind.
Yay! Yeah. Okay, yep. So the spell works perfectly. So the way the sequence of events happens, right? You kill Mustachioed Man, and then you turn and you look directly into Big Boss's eyes, as kind of like horror and anger wash over him. And you immediately realize why they call him Big Boss, as you feel woefully unprepared to fight this man as he kind of turns on you. But he just stands there. And he just stands there. And you think your evil eye worked?
Okay.
But then, like, you're just standing there staring at him, and a mosquito flies into your eye, and you kind of break eye contact. And you freak out because you think he's going to break your evil eye. Then you look back, and he's just standing there, completely paralyzed.
Oh my god! Okay.
Can
I roll because now we got to get him to the ship. I mean, he's got to be. So how does hold work? How could an outsider, if they can, manipulate him?
Yeah, read hold person.
Okay. Choose a person you can see. Until you cast a spell or leave their presence, they cannot act except to speak.
Wow.
This effect ends immediately if the target takes damage from any source.
So as long as you're nearby, don't cast any other spells, and no one hits him, he's just paralyzed. He just can't do anything but speak.
Now, so here's my question. Would it be possible for Slump, without injuring him and thus breaking the spell, to pull his mouth open and cram some fucking for sure's in there? I want Slump to like
what you did with what you did with Galdric on the island.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I want Slump to like hold his mouth open and just boof some fucking powder in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I mean, he literally can't do anything but talk. So he's like, blip.
There you go.
No, stop it. Stop. You're being ridiculous. Stop it. Oh,
There we go. There it is. Oh boy, too much? Too much? Uh-oh.
Give him more. Give him more.
More. There you go. There you go.
And he's just fucking drooling.
Oh dear.
Okay. All right. Time to get to the fucking ship. Let's fucking go.
Before we leave,
Everyone, we are changing Big Boss's outfit right now. Everyone take off one article of clothing and give it to Big Boss, and we're leaving all of his clothes here.
before we leave, can I search Mustachio's like cloak and see if he's got anything on him, like intel or items, etc., etc., etc.
Oh, always with the brains over there. Jesus Christ.
And also, I'm going to take the time to hide him so like people don't quite realize what has happened quite yet.
Yeah.
Could burn his body, but then they might burn the forest down. A controlled burn?
I think I'm just going to hide him.
Just biff his body into a tree.
Okay, so you search through his person. You find a fine pocket watch. You find a set of keys. And you find like a pad of paper with a pencil. And you see many, many, many words written on it, some crossed out, some circled.
All right.
Yeah, so I guess Slump, I mean, if everyone agreed with Slump's plan, Slump would begin redressing Big Boss as,
100%.
as differently as possible.
Yep.
I
Over
don't
the
think,
head. Yeah, obscuring the face.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
think anything I'm wearing would fit him. So I'm like,
Literally
oh,
only
boy.
Slump's clothes has a chance of fitting, and Slump only has shorts. He lost his shirt.
That's
Slump
right.
only has shorts right now. So I think
Like, keep the
nothing your
shorts.
guys are putting on him fits him because he's fucking big.
I guess Slump would literally take off all of his clothes and put Slump's shorts on Big Boss, and whatever pants Big Boss was wearing, Slump would put on and rip the legs off.
Perfect.
And I'll put all his shiny stuff in the bag for sure.
Okay.
There you
Yep.
go.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like, that is a massive mountain of cash worth of gold and jewels that he had on. Okay.
You want to act like he's drunk and we're all just stumbling back home to the boat?
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what Slump was thinking.
Okay, you guys are stumbling and you're all pretending you're drunk, and Big Boss is going "Bleh, bleh," completely fucked up on all the for sure.
Answer. Blah, blah.
Okay, and you guys make your way. Whoopsie, lost your crystal. Oh, I really fucked up that crystal, didn't I?
It's broken.
Oh god. Oh, it's so fucked up, guys. Let's just do that. You know what? Crystal's there now. Okay, you guys get in your dinghy, and you take Big Boss over to the ship. And Big Boss is now technically on your boat. I think when you guys
Holy
get
shit.
onto the boat, Big Boss is like, "Meh, meh, meh."
I want to think that even though Slump understands that like this is the leader of the Yoho boys, that Slump can't help but have a little bit of like fondness for Big Boss after what transpired in the bar. So I think Slump is like half escorting a prisoner, but half trying to extend courtesy.
Yeah.
So he's petting the center of Big Boss's face and going,
There, shush now. It's all okay.
just petting the center of his face with his palm.
Yep.
Do we need to manacle him, because it looked like he was about to fuck you up?
Is there a brig on the Bane?
Of course. He said offensively.
Maybe we should get him secured, like Vincent says. Get some handcuffs on there.
Get him in the fucking brig. What the fuck is? Get him below deck. Give him some pork pies. He'll love those. And put some hot dogs in them.
Done.
Okay, you guys put him in the brig?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
that makes sense.
Yep. You lock him up in the
Maybe-
brig.
Notify one of the original crew people. Who do you think is gonna be most receptacle? Lady Sar, maybe?
No, Sar wants to outright kill him.
That's the opposite of what we should do
It's
then.
the
Okay, good.
one and only person who just wants to murder him.
Perfect. Maybe Lady Nikita Ha?
Slump was
she
thinking-
kind of knows how
yeah.
important it is. So yeah, that's
so
not a bad idea.
that was Slump's initial plan. Someone from the tower is probably a good idea.
Okay, you want to get Naki Daha to kind of be down there?
Yeah, and also
And the guard.
and I would like
Yeah.
to know. I would like to know if Lady Nikita Ha has any thoughts on this. Now that we have Big Boss here, is there anything we should know or keep in mind?
How do we make him actually cooperate and want to be here?
Yeah, Lady Naki Daha, she comes down and she kind of looks at him, and there's a brief moment of disgust that they all seem to have for each other whenever they see each other, kind of thing, before it fades pretty quickly after she realizes they all left. But she kind of looks at you guys. She says, there he is, the whole reason that everything's falling apart. He was the first to leave. He's the reason the stations began to fail, the reason the Kraken's breaking loose, the reason everything's gone to hell. It's literally all his fault.
Lady Nikita Ha, that was then. I mean, right now, we're right now, and we got to deal with what's happening right now.
Yeah,
right?
so right now he's the leader of the most dreaded pirate faction on all the seas, responsible for more murders than probably any other man in history. And
Well, I don't really
completely
know
out of
that.
a
Lady
desire for
Nikita Ha,
self-profit.
Listen here. Have you never heard the expression, yesterday is a dream, today is a cream, and tomorrow is a ceiling beam? Okay, live in the moment.
I mean, but right now he is a murderer pirate lord.
Right now, he's drugged and in my fucking brig. So does it really matter? Let's get the fuck out of here and deal with semantics later.
All right. I mean, that's okay. That works for me. We got him. That's all that really matters, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Are there any sort of additional protective measures we should have in place, like to make sure that Big Boss doesn't break out and murder everybody?
Yeah, just make sure you have a guard here who's ready to injure him if he starts to break the prison apart.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay.
What,
all right.
what sort of injury? What's the Big Boss's weakness?
I mean, he's just mostly made of meat and bones, so anything hard or hot or sharp we'll do it.
Ooh. All right, fair. Well, Slump's all three of those things.
Well, there we go.
Hot, hard, and sharp.
Holy, I want to walk out of the brig.
Weigh anchor, get us the fuck out of here.
Okay, and they weigh anchor, and you guys begin to sail off. But you don't really have a place in mind that you're going to, do you?
I'd say wave breaker. They keep talking about an attack or something.
It's not a bad idea, honestly.
Yeah, probably not the worst of ideas. Who else do we need to gather? Was Louisiana the last one?
You are missing
Clouds and Pax.
Klaus and Pax is at the Wavebreaker, isn't he?
No, that's his brother.
Oh, right. Okay. Do we know where Klaus and Pax is?
No.
and you need Monsieur Justin.
Yeah.
Justin. Do we know where either?
Person we just killed.
Do we know where any of them? Wait, did you say Monsieur?
I did.
Oh, did we just kill him?
Oh no! What? Oh well.
Okay, listen.
Oh fuck.
Okay. Okay.
Oh god.
No
Oh,
problem.
Fuck.
Listen,
Good
it's
you didn't
fine.
burn
We
the
were
body,
playing.
Glenn.
Listen, 9 out of 10 ain't bad. Okay.
Oh my god. I don't. We need the whole team, or we're fucked.
No, I can. We can fill in. He was in it. You
Well,
killed him in one hit.
There is a way around it, but it's not going to be great. It's going to have to be some kind of fucking deal with Joan Davinia.
That'll be.
Oh. I thought we were gonna have to go back and get his body, and then resurrect him at the Pearl home. But that's my.
Well, I don't know.
You know what? Before
Fuck.
we fucking leave, then I'll go ask. God damn it! I'll go slap awake Big Boss real quick while he's still high as shit, and ask him what was the name of your mustache boy?
That was just Ton. He's my advisor about everything. You killed him, man?
No.
Smashed his head on a tree. You killed him, man.
No, he's fine. No, he's sleeping. He's just taking a little nap.
We spent 100 years on the island together, man. And you killed him.
No. Wait right here. It's fine. Just wait right here.
And I want to fucking fuck. Okay,
Slump, I need you.
how far?
Sure?
How far is the murder site from the boat?
Okay, so you guys have murdered, changed clothes,
Okay.
run out of the forest, carrying the man, got onto your dinghy, rowed out to the Bishop's Bane, gone into the hold, put him in the brig, talked to Naki Daha, set up a guard, talked to him after weighing anchor.
Okay.
So you guys are sailing towards the wave breaker.
Okay.
Would you like to call for a return, knowing that it has been a while now, and you feel like the big
alarm might have
boss
been raised.
not being where the big boss should after this much time
God.
has probably raised some concern.
I mean, Joan did bring us back into our original bodies when we first died, so
That's why I'm kind of like, we need the body.
Oh.
we might not.
Oh, you
but-
really?
Always ask.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let's think. Let's do science. When the Kraken killed us, where did we wake up?
Or we woke up in Ruga.
Right. So
first
our
with
bodies
donuts.
were transported.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
No, keep going. Fuck it, keep going. It's fine.
There's 4 more of us now than with the original crew. So if we were missing one, we're still up 3.
Slump's just really not sure that that's the way it works, though. You
I'm
know?
pretty sure that's like
Numbers
exactly
game.
the way it works. Okay, it's fine. What did that idiot do, huh? He probably just hoisted a sail. We can hoist a sail.
hey, Lady Nikki Daha, are you here while we're having this
Oh,
conversation?
fuck. Okay.
Yes,
Then-
you
What did
killed just Tom.
Well, in our defense, we were very rude and didn't ask his name.
In my defense, he didn't offer it at any point.
He did at one point.
He just stared at us. Ah, nah.
In Slump's defense, he was looking out for the best interest of Big Lou, so Slump had no choice but to turn his head into paste.
I just,
You never told us he was French.
Monsieur
And Slump didn't know it'd be such a-
Justin.
Yeah, well, okay, yeah, fair enough.
Okay, well, I guess.
Well, Slump didn't know that there would be such a big, target density tonight.
You, how many people did you kill?
Listen, let's go back to the
let's
wave breaker.
get back
That's
to
not
the
really an
wave
important
breaker.
question.
Everyone really
That's
cares, you know?
that's not really. That's
Well,
like
what's the only one?
we're burning whatever time of day it is right now. Time of night. Ocean waves. Go to the wave breaker.
I mean, maybe we can make do without him, but I don't know
It's
what Jack.
fine.
I don't know what Jack's plan is or your plan is, so I don't know if we need him or
It's
not.
fine. We probably don't need him, and if we do, I can strike a deal at that time. Okay, Joan and I are like this, and I like cross my fingers.
All right. That's very unfortunate.
What do you mean? How is that unfortunate?
I
Fine.
just, it's the. I hope the plan doesn't need him, because if the plan needs him, then we have to rely on Joan Davinia.
She's honestly gotten a bad rap. She's pretty cool.
How many things have you asked from her?
I have given a lot in return.
All right. I mean,
I gave her a phylactery, for fuck's sake. Like, come on.
no,
Well,
I
that's a
mean,
pretty big
you
deal.
know her better than I do, and if you think you can make it work, then maybe we can make it work. But
Listen,
just-
Joan
it's
and
very
I have
unfortunate.
kind of aligned principles when it comes to defending this world, and I think we're on the same page.
Galdric prays to her 3 times a day and
No.
is committed to making her vision for this realm a reality.
Listen, she just wants to kind of remake it in our image, okay? And I agree with what she's saying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And the joke
It's kind of
gets
like we finish
funny
each
every
other's.
time.
No, but really, she's helped us out. We wouldn't have gotten Lady Sarah Pock without the help of Joan Davinia, and then where would we be?
Yeah.
Well,
we wouldn't have Lady Sarah Pock or Big Lou, and admittedly, Monsieur Justin would still be alive. But
but if you needed her to get Lady Sarah Pock and you need her to get Justin, then at some point I can only assume the bill is due.
I've already paid the bill.
I sure hope you're right.
Listen, there was no bill, okay? We are working together. It's not like a service. Joan demands respect above all else, okay? Just like me. And as long as I respect what she's trying to do, then we're on the same page. What we're trying to do is save the world. There's no bill or tab when it comes to that. Because if this world crumbles, her world crumbles.
I mean, you make a lot of sense. Maybe that's why Joan has chosen to deal with you. That does seem to make some sort of sense. So you killed one person, and it was the one person that we needed?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you should try coming on land with us just once.
I mean, I will if you want.
Oh, well, now I feel bad. Did you want to go?
I mean, I've been on the boat for a long time. I wouldn't mind going on land once in a while.
Oh. Well, we're going to the Weighbreaker, so.
Okay, I mean, it's kind of a big floating hunk of metal. It doesn't really feel like land.
Well, land is just a big hunking float of dirt. So.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
Why would just Mr. Ton be needed? What made him special? What did he bring to the team?
He was a survivalist. He was the one who initially taught us how to live off the island before we got everything set up. I have no idea what he could possibly have to do with the plan. But then again, Big Boss was a quartermaster. I understand what he could have to do, even less.
Boy, I sure wish Jack Cobb had said more about what his plan was.
Yeah, it sounded like you guys had to leave in a big hurry.
I don't know why that happened. That's strange. Are we there yet? I'll be below deck. Locke, you say things now.
So we're headed to the Wavebreaker then, are we, Mr. Locke?
That is the current course of action.
All right. Do you know what the plan is when we get there?
We keep overhearing things about, and they're going to try to attack the Wavebreaker with these crystals, with their retrofitted fleet, and we keep picking up pieces of what that entails. And I don't know what the Wavebreaker can do. Maybe the flagship can help, but I'm gonna take this piece of paper and try to discern what I can.
What is that piece of paper?
And this was on Monsieur. Looks like a bunch of words at a circle, some crossed out.
I recognize this name. This is a ship. This was one of the Navy ships that was lost in a battle with the Yo-Ho boys.
Oh no.
Seems that it's crossed out. But why would they have written that down and crossed it out?
And I don't like that.
And this one was one of my ships. Well, one of the tower's fleet. And it's circled. Now that's interesting.
Do you know
the target? Maybe.
Do you know the type of ship that your ship is compared to what the naval ship that you recognize is? What was their function, their purpose?
The naval ship was a smaller warship. It was, a smaller one. You know the words for the smaller warships. One of those. And
Like a
mine,
frigate?
yeah, like a frigate. That's exactly the word that I was going to use. Whereas mine was a galleon.
Okay. And here's the other question. Were they actually, when you say lost, do you mean sunk or taken?
I believe they were taken. I don't think we got confirmation of them sinking.
And do you know for sure about the naval ship? Was it sunk or captured?
Again, I think it was captured, but that's mostly based on the fact that I don't think I heard confirmed reports of it sinking.
This is where they're getting their boats. They don't sink them. They capture them and repurpose them for their purposes. There's barely any resources in this world to build another ship. This makes sense if that's what... This is the most likely thing I can think of right now.
Their fleet is basically our fleet?
Their fleet is comprised of pirated, for lack of a better term, pirated captured ships.
Well, that is a very large problem. But I do think, I mean, the Wave Breaker has very awesome destructive power, so I think it should be able to handle, as sad as it is, burning down our own fleet again if we have to.
Right, and here's my final question. What cargo, if any, was aboard the ship of the tower?
On the tower, it would have been largely magical supplies that were of the minor nature, like the components for making inks, the components for making potions, the components for crafting magical tools. Nothing refined, nothing finished, but just supplies.
Yes, but those supplies can be used to create bigger things in a skilled hand, like crystals.
I suppose I can't see how they could use the materials that were on that boat to make a crystal. I don't see, perhaps I'm wrong, but it doesn't seem like that would be what those supplies could be used for unless they know something I don't.
Or they have a fuck ton of magic casters or something that can cast magic that has the same destructive power as the Wavebreaker.
Well, they did siphon off a large number of our students from our school, apparently.
And also Kristoff was their spy, which means he was feeding them reports, which would mean they would know what ship was carrying what.
That would explain our loss of ships.
That also means that there's potentially someone on the inside with the Navy.
That's much worse. Well, no, scratch that, reverse it. Someone inside on the Navy is bad. No, someone in the tower is much worse.
Okay.
It's all very bad, though. It's all very bad.
This is all conjecture. I don't have any evidence, but...
I don't like the way it looks.
It's a theory, and it's all I got right now until more evidence presents itself.
Yes, no, a lot of that makes sense, and I don't think I like it at all. Hopefully we can come up with some sort of plan before we find out what it is they're doing.
Can I take a once over on the sheet and just like, with as best knowledge as possible with Lady Nakidaha and what's his name, Hammond.
Oh yeah.
Figure out what the rest of these are. Like, are these all ships? And if Hammond's there, if he was in on the plan, what was the purpose? If he can provide any insight.
Yeah, so I think over the time it takes you guys to sail to the Wavebreaker, you go over this with Nakidaha and Mr. Hammond, and between Nakidaha, Hammond, and yourself, you're able to deduce that almost every ship that is circled was a galleon class ship. Everything that is crossed out is something significantly smaller than a galleon class ship. And some of the ones that the ones that are based on what they're carrying seems to be kind of hit and miss. Some of them are circled, some of them are scratched out, but it does seem that the galleons are circled and the smaller ones are crossed.
Okay. How many galleons are on this sheet of paper?
You can count at least 30 or 40.
Now for the big question. Is a galleon class ship the only type of ship, given the experience we have and size, to fit a crystal?
Yes.
That's the crystal fleet.
Yep. That is absolutely what you gleaned. Is all of the ships that are circled are to be fitted with the crystals.
Interesting.
And there's a lot.
Ooh. So with the knowledge we have with the crystals and the limited knowledge we have on the wave breaker and the I forgot the name of the flagship.
Oh, the Screamer.
Screamer. Could, just from what we've seen with the Screamer in combat and like just kind of the once over we had on the defenses of the wave breaker, would that actually be enough to hold off a fleet like this, given what we know of the crystals and the naval's two big hitters in their fleet?
Yep. Given what you know about the crystals in the Yo-Ho Boy fleet and the crystals aboard the on the wave breaker, the crystals on the wave breaker are way more powerful, way longer range, and would annihilate a fleet of mobile crystals before they ever got close. And if they came in massive numbers like this sheet suggests, you do strongly suspect that the Screamer would be able to hold them off.
And well, and like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure Galdric shares this information, but if they say shield, I'm wondering if they're trying to shield the fleet until they get in close enough range, kind of like a zombie horde,
Yeah.
to kind of overtake the primary target.
Yeah.
Because they're not within effective range. The windbreaker is long range.
Yep.
So am I making sense? Like, does this seem like a viable theory?
I think you're on a lot of good, like, you are thinking the exact right things. I don't know that you have all the pieces exactly where they need to be, but I think you are, the fact that you're picking up on the fact that they mentioned shield is very important.
I think it's either got to be one, they're zombie hoarding it, so they're human shielding it, which I don't really see them doing because pirates are very selfish and no one would want to do the noble sacrifice to make to hold the line. I think more they're trying to find a way to combine the crystals to make a shield. Like with 40 galleon crystals combined, they're going to make a shield that's going to protect the fleet until it gets in close enough.
Right. So, like, from what we inspected with our own crystal before we fixed it,
Yeah.
does it seem like that could be what the primary purpose was? Like, was it like it was either a prototype or it was built for a very specific purpose?
Yeah.
Does what we essentially it was a defensive tool and we made it an offensive tool. Is that, like, I guess with Locke's information and knowledge of the arcane?
Yeah. Roll plus intelligence. Okay. So when you had the crystal the first time, it kind of sprayed the magic all over the place, right? And you guys fixed it to channel it through it much more properly, kind of thing. And now when you're thinking about a shield effect, you can see how that spray of the crystal might have a much wider field of effect. That
it's a relay.
It could, yeah. It's not designed to be focused like the one you guys have now when you fixed it. It's designed to be a spray. It was not designed. It's not like every single one went a direction it was supposed to go, but it was left purposely flawed so that the magic would spray out kind of wildly.
I think it sounds like fun.
Well, there's one more thing I want to know. As we leave the doubloons,
Yep.
were most of these ships docked from what we can see? Like, could we see this fleet?
You could not see this fleet. You saw lots of ships patrolling, The majority of them do not have crystals. You did see in the center of the doubloons there was Sen's ship with a couple ships docked in there, but nowhere in the doubloons did you see a massive fleet of 40 ships wielding crystals.
Gather enough intel to kind of know where they're retrofitting them from. What's his name? Debbie.
Debbie mentioned going to the doubloons to get retrofitted, but that was kind of all he really mentions. Is that the retrofitting was at the doubloons, which is weird because you never saw. I mean, you didn't do a lot of sailing around, but from scouting the southern end of the doubloons, you never saw an area where ships were being retrofitted. You didn't see it. You didn't see a shipyard pulling ships apart. You didn't see a higher density of ships with crystals or anything like that. You did not see an area at the doubloons where these ships were getting retrofitted, despite the fact that that's what Debbie said.
Debating recommending using the apocalypse cannon.
On what?
The doubloons.
Going back? Oh. Or do you use the cannon on the approaching ships?
No, that thing is the apocalypse cannon is a nuke. So basically, it's going to wipe out everything.
Yeah, hitting moving ships, like if you're hitting it like a cluster of ships, you could do damage, but any sort of fine targeting is very difficult.
Yeah.
Like both you need to be stationary and the target needs to be stationary for a solid hit. If you're going to launch it into the middle of a fleet, yeah, you can definitely do some damage though.
What's the max range on this?
Far. I don't know that. Okay. I don't know that I've come up with a specific number, but okay. It's pretty far, such that, you know, if you were at the doubloons, you would be difficult to spot, and you would be able to hit the doubloons.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I guess at this point I share everything that me, Hammond, and Daha have kind of pieced together.
Yep.
And presented that information to the ship's captain and see if he has any insight on making a call.
How far away are we from the doubloons at the moment?
You guys are basically at the wave breaker at this point.
Ah, fuck.
Okay, we're too far. But I guess if they do come in their invasion, I guess, if that ever happens, we do have a weapon that can reach them, but they can't reach us. They're moving, though, so that would be harder to hit for our Sarah Puck, I would assume.
Yeah, you'd only be able to do, like, incidental damage. You'd be able to thin their numbers a bit, but as soon as they're spread out a bit, you'd basically have no hope of hitting anyone.
Okay.
Well, without Big Boss, maybe they're going to be all scattered and not, you know, without direction anyway.
Yeah,
they're probably not even going to come over.
Vying for power.
Yeah.
Well, here's another issue I kind of see with us taking, what's his name?
Boss?
Yeah, Louisiana. That there might, because they're pirates, there's now a vacuum in that, there's a gap in power.
Oh, Sen.
And yeah, Sen is just the person to take that opportunity.
That is worse, isn't it? Yeah.
You laughed. No, I'm kidding.
Because I think we're gonna call it there, guys. We gotta. I need to go the frick to bed because I gotta be up super early tomorrow.
Right.
Yep.
So I'm looking after little hammy nuts.
Yay!
Well, I guess we'll spend next week trying to figure out what the fuck we're going to do. Oh my god!
Exactly. Yeah. So
crush the fucking original crew member's skull.
Oh.
Thought about it so hard. I was like, I mean, I figure if this guy is like the nosy bodyguard, then maybe he's like designed to be killed. Nope. That was not true. Oh God.
Yeah, accidentally murdered the one person.
Literally the one other person on the fucking island that I didn't want to kill. I fucking killed.
It was an oopsie murder, you know? Just
But yeah, okay. So I'm gonna run, guys. I gotta go to bed. But thank you guys. That was a fantastic session. That was super
That was
fun.
amazing. Holy shit.
And we'll be back again, same time, same place next week, guys.
Fuck
Yep,
yeah.
yep, yep.
Sounds
Yeah.
good, man.
All right,
As
see you
well.
guys.
See you guys. Bye, Chad.
Bye.
Budget.